everybody. So today we're going to try Rorschach Test. This is a single IPA with Strata, Cascade, and Amarillo hops. This is from Ascension Brewing Company, 7% ABV. Now, this is my fault, and that's why I'm doing it like the day after I bought this. There is a date on this of 7/5/23. This is the beginning of 2024. So if you say 3 months, it's a couple months old. If you go 4 months, it's still a couple months old. So I bought it. There is a date on it. I know I complain about that, but actually I didn't even look at it because I was just looking at the can itself, if it'll focus. And down here in the corner is where it is. So it is what it is. I'm still going to drink it. I'm still going to review it. I paid $3.49 for this one. And I think because I did in one of my homebrew New England IPAs, I used Strata. And when I looked at this one, I was like, oh, I'm going to get that just to see if I remember what that Strata was like. So I didn't check it until actually I got in the car and Jessica asked me what I got and I pulled each one out and I was like, oh crap. So, mind you, this is a little bit old, but it was still on the shelf. That is, I'm going to stop there. To me, I mean, I understand it's probably the distributor, but it's also the store's fault. They should be going through, but I didn't catch it. Oh well. So, off-white colored head. Single IPA. Okay. Because I was looking at that pour and I was like, more New England, but they're saying IPA, but we'll check on tap, but I'm guessing it's New England. Off-white colored head, pretty much all small bubbles. From that pour, about a finger and a half of head. Color, light milky yellow in color. I would say somewhat hazy, medium haze in there. I can definitely make out the light box, so I'd say medium, not full haze. Maybe if you got more in the glass. I don't want to get too much more because it seems like it's going to be overcarbed a little. Yeah, I would say medium haze. Kind of, now that I poured that, I don't know if it's changed. It is more of a citrus, like light orange citrus color, but still looks good. Let's go ahead and smell. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Cascade, right? Uh, like a lemon citrus, like I would get it in a Cascade. Maybe a touch of floral in there, but lemon citrus is what I got out of that first smell. Maybe a touch of malt, like honey malt, sweet malt in there. Maybe a touch of fruit, but I would say that lemon citrus from the Cascade, it's bringing back memories of making all those Cascade homebrews, is what I get the most of. Yeah, like lemon zest on the back end of that. Smells okay. It does, from that malty honeyness or that malty sweetness, I would say it does smell a little bit old. And even if there wasn't a date on here, I think I would have said, okay, I think this one's a little older. Because I've tasted, I did what, over 22 home brews with Centennial and Cascade in them. And I've let some of them age a year, 2 years, 3 years before I tried them, and I did get that same like honey water malty sweetness with that citrus in those that I'm getting in this. Touch of fruit. I think if the head went down a little, but yeah, that lemon citrus zest is what I get the most of. Let's go ahead and taste. Yeah, I get more sweet citrus, like malty sweet citrus out of this. Maybe a little like generic fruit. Um, Very light, easy drinking. There's like a I almost want to say a big fruity sweetness in back. Like a whole bunch of sweetness, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it's like a meaty fruit, like generic meaty tropical fruit, but big time sweetness. But once that goes down, that sweetness like stays, but that bitterness starts building back up. Because I get that bitterness, like that rind bitterness up front. Then it goes to the sweet, and then as that sweetness and the aftertaste starts going down, that rind bitterness starts kicking up a little bit. For me, it's overly sweet. Uh, that rind bitterness, like I said, up front is good, but it's just overall, it's more on the sweeter side. Like, I could almost say if that bitterness was toned down just a little bit, this would be like a pastry IPA. Like, as much perceived sweetness as I'm getting out of this, which is weird. From the taste, it doesn't taste old. Like, I'm not getting any like sweet maltiness or anything like that, but was this beer really that sweet when they made it? Like, what's making it so sweet? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's like that bitterness really starts bidding up. I would say perceived bitterness is 50, maybe a touch more. It just seems like it's high because of all that sweetness, like I've said 500 times. I'm going 3.75 out of 5. I don't like my IPAs on the sweeter side like my New England IPAs. I would rather have a little bit more bitterness, excuse me, than sweetness. So 3.75 out of 5. I wouldn't I wouldn't say it's bland, but the hop flavors don't pop. Let's check on tap. Five of my friends have checked it in, average 3.9 out of 5. A little over 400 people have checked it in, 3.96 out of 5. Hazy grapefruit orange light creamy. Wow. Is that is there like lactose? Wouldn't they have to put that on there? Why would they say creamy? I did say pastry, but I wasn't going to creamy. Huh. The grapefruit, I could see the grapefruit, but I just said citrus zest, citrus bitterness. Um, this says creamy too, but they give it a 3.25. 3.75, 4.25. Citrus orange peachy hop taste. Huh. Yeah. I would say it's still good. I think the taste is better than the smell just because of that honey water sweet malt in there. They do not list the IBUs on this, so I would say just check the can before you buy it, and make sure it's in date. If you enjoyed this review, check out some more over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. And until next time, cheers.